talk about it, Toddy. The Dallas Cowgirls. I mean, sorry. Let me get my hatred out the way. The Dallas Cowboys beat the Philadelphia Eagles 24-21. Come back from 21-0. Toddy, what were your thoughts on the game?
All right. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. A.J. Brown. Catching passes. He's doing first down signal. He's out there mossing dudes. He's just out there having the time of his life. Telling people to drop him in his fantasy. You know, everything was copacetic. I turned on the Eagles game. I was like, oh, Eagles in the red zone again. Oh, Eagles score a touchdown. Oh, Dallas turns the ball over. Oh, Eagles in the red zone again. Touchdown. I'm like, well, there's no reason to watch this game. What am I doing? It's 21-0. First quarter, right? Am I tripping? Was it 21-0?
First drive.
It was 21-0 in the first quarter. I said, they got Jalen Carter back. They got Jalen Phillips, because a lot of people kind of turn a blind. They forget the first game of the season. Jalen Carter didn't play a snap. Spat on Dak Prescott, and all was kind of lost. And that game kind of went left after the stoppage that happened due to a weather delay, and so it got kind of weird. And Dallas lost a little bit of their momentum, and Eagles ended up winning that game. So that game kind of gets swept under the rug a little bit. A lot of people don't remember because it was the first game of the year. People were, a lot of Dallas fans, oh, this, that, and the third. They had a lot of injuries on defense. Overshown ended up coming back, who's a really, really good linebacker for them.
Yeah, they also had guys that weren't there. Logan Wilson, Williams. So they added a lot of additions.
Yeah, so things kind of started to heat up. CeeDee Lamb was dropping a couple of passes, but there's this guy, I don't know if you heard, George Pickens. He's pretty good at football. I think this is like his fifth game of the year with over 100 yards and a touchdown. Jerry, let's get out that pocketbook. Blank check season? I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know about blank check, but it's Jerry we're talking
Pickens
about.
Is making himself a lot of money. And I think Steelers fans are kind of just looking at it like, did we have to get rid of him? Imagine him, DK, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, it makes sense. And then Dallas just started to they continue to get stops and score. The Eagles did help out with a couple of turnovers. Saquon, I think the most important turnover, a lot of people are going to go talk about the fumble on the punt return. It didn't lead to points, but I do feel like when Saquon fumbled inside of the red zone, that was taking points off of the board, because win, lose, or draw, the Eagles could have put up at least another 7 points or at least another 3 points on the board. And
before you get going, it was definitely not in red zone.
It wasn't in the red zone. I'm sorry. My bad.
It wasn't even past half field. It was a punt.
This is why you're an Eagles fan and I'm a Niners fan. I appreciate that. And I know there's some Cowboy fans that are going to say that I don't know ball and I don't know what I'm talking about.
Got to get people what they want.
But I think it kind of – the Eagles, I saw a stat. The Eagles lead the league. Like, they're one of the top people in the league of 3 and outs. And I'm like, wait.
The top. 32 of 32. We are 1 of 32. We are the very, very top of that list.
Yeah. A.J. Brown, Saquon Brown. That team? Jalen Hurts, $53 million. Him. A.J. Brown, $30 million. Devontae Smith, $25 million. These guys lead the league in 3 and outs. Usually those teams are set up for like the Titans, the Raiders. I mean, just the shit teams in the league. Not one of the best teams in the top of the NFC. And so, I mean, the Cowboys, they took advantage of it. Dak Prescott, he was balling. He's not scared of the Eagles. He's pretty good. His numbers are pretty good against the Eagles all time. And I think just being in Jerry's world, the atmosphere, Cowboys fans, they always feel like they're going to win the Super Bowl. So they had a little bit of extraness. This Cowboys, Eagles, and I get they're a 500 team technically by the numbers, although they do have a tie. But the Cowboys are a team that you can kind of look at and say, hey, this could be a dangerous team. And they got the Chiefs on Thursday night, so they could swing their season in less than a week and just be in that playoff hunt. So hats off to Dak Prescott. Hats off to George Pickens played a hell of a game. The Eagles need to figure out why they can't run the ball. I think they're averaging less than like 2 yards a carry in this game. So, I mean, Saquon, 2,000-yard season. Yes, we understand it. He had this. He was the best running back in the league. All of that getting put into perspective. Hey, we can't rush the ball. Now, there are some Eagle fans that are going to say, Lane Johnson's hurt. He's not playing. And he's a big I understand. Hey, but even when Lane was in and playing, he was healthy. Still couldn't run the ball. So, I don't know if we need a new OC. That could be a reason why. Eagle fans, Kevin and Kaz on the show have said, hey, we got to start figuring out why our play calling is not what it once was. So, you can't be one of the best teams in the league and be the top team in the league in 3 and louds.
Says who?
I think it's going to catch up to you. Life comes at you fast. We said that a lot on this podcast. So, I mean, we can keep doing it. We could keep singing the same old song and dance, but I think everybody in that locker room thinks that you guys can't continue to play like this, because if you do, I'm not saying that you're not going to be in the playoff hunt, but we could see a similar slide that we saw 2 years ago. Start off 11-1 and then lost the last 6 games.
7 plus playoffs.
So, I mean, I am not the one to here to say that history does repeat itself, but are we on a similar path? I'm not ready to go that far yet, but I do think the offensive play calling does need to change, and they just got to be better. I mean, you scored 21 points in the first quarter. You should have been on pace to score 70.
Sounds good.
And then all of a sudden, you lose. The Cowboys score 24 unanswered points, and you lose the game in regulation. So, an insane game. I'm very curious to hear Kevin's take on this. I'm just an innocent bystander. I had no dog in this fight. I'm just watching from afar. Everyone wants to get on Kevin and just, yeah, we understand. You know, Kevin likes to come on here. He like anybody would. Any fan of their team wants to come out and talk how good their team is. But Kevin just feels like for some weird reason, everybody from all angles is coming down, beating on him. Kevin, what? I do want to say, this is Mama T. She did text me and say to tell Kevin. Let me read the text message. Tell Kevin.
Those of you that don't know, Mama T is Toddy's mom.
Philly is softer than mashed potatoes. Just want to say that. My mom texted me that. Wanted to let Kevin know. So I'm just saying, everyone's coming to beat up on Kevin. And at the end of the day, they're still an 8-3 team. So they're second in the NFC. So, I mean, hey, it's not all bad. It could be worse, but let's try and.
I'm happy Mama T said that.
What the Cowboys are.
If we're soft as mashed potatoes, what does that make the NFC? Toddy, are the Dallas Cowboys contenders in your eyes?
I don't know what they are. They're a
no.
feisty
I just want a yes or no. Yes or no. Are the Cowboys contenders in your eyes?
No.
Okay. The Rams?
I'm sure the Rams are.
The Bucks?
Not right now.
The Lions?
Maybe.
The Packers?
Yeah.
You want to know what a lot of teams have in common? They lost to the Eagles. So, if we're soft as mashed potatoes, what does that say about the rest of the teams that we?
You guys played y'all ain't played the Rams this year.
Yeah, we did. Belt to ass. We own them. Yes, this year we own them. The last 4 times they've lined up, L. Packers last 4 times. Lined up,
wasn't that Sunday night?
Hey, brother, all we do is beat contending teams. So am I looking at this Cowboys game as oh no, the world is falling, what are we gonna do? No. Because like you said, the Cowboys are a contender? No. So this game goes right next to the Giants game. They were better than us that day. I'm willing to bet, Toddy, that you are very confident that Cooper DeJean's never gonna play that bad again. He's an all-pro.
Mitchell.
He's an all-pro. I mean, what did CD do? So, I mean, I guess that means he did his job, no? I mean, hey, Cooper CeeDee did nothing, and that's who Quignon was guarding. George Pickens was supposed to be guarded by Coop, and Coop just had a bad game. There's a lot of plays in there that could have gone either which way. I'm not going to sit here and blame the refs because,
some would
like
say
you said,
that CD just dropped balls.
Hey, he catches against everybody else. So I guess some could say he doesn't. I remember in the preseason he said he doesn't go on Guantanamo Bay, but hey, every time he plays him, people are now screaming George Pickens is the best receiver on that team. So a lot of plays come down to it. Offensively, for us to go out there on 3 drives, score, you would think we were on pace to have a huge night. I told people this game, I knew a game like this was going to come. The defense was going to have a bad game at some point. They have been carrying us week in after week after week after week. And if we cannot have their back, games like this happen. First 3 drives, touchdowns. Next 9, punt, fumble. We have to clean it up. If we want to get to where we want to get, we have to clean it up. So moral of the story is offensively, we finally got to see some of that growth, but we're never going to win a game when Saquon runs the ball 10 times. Never. There's not going to be a game. Every game we've lost, he's touched the ball under 13 times. Why do we pay him all this money? He's on the cover of Madden for a reason. He's one of 8 rushers to run for 8,000 yards. But hey, 10 carries it is. So it's going to be a lot to take in. We got a quick game to bounce back against Toddy's Bears, so I'm interested to see how that game is going to go.
Where's that game at, Kim?
It don't matter.
Isn't that game that's on Friday, right? You guys
Friday at noon.
Friday Night Lights, baby.
Yes, but Toddy, I have to go let the missus in through the garage, so I'm going to throw a couple comments on here that I want you to answer. Gray Wolf, talking about the playoff picture. Is this playoff picture something that you think is going to be able to stand long term? We have the Rams at 1, Eagles at 2, your Bears at 3, Bucks 4, Hawks 5, Packers 6, Niners 7, with teams like you mentioned on the bubble, like the Lions, the Panthers, and the Cowboys. So what are your thoughts on the current playoff picture?
I think right now I think we're at the home stretch for sure. I think obviously the Rams, I think they've been playing the best ball, in my opinion. The Eagles obviously have had some skids against divisional opponents. A team you want to watch, that whole NFC West, man. I think we're going to get 3 teams out. Seattle, the Rams obviously leading the division, and they'll probably get the 1 seed. And the 49ers, who are coming off a win against the Panthers on Monday Night Football. I think it's the best division in football. I think that division is going to determine a lot of what the NFC picture looks like. You're looking at the NFC South. The Bucks have been sliding. The Panthers are way too inconsistent. They're usually weirdly a better road team than playing at home. They're currently at 6-6, and the Bucks have just been on a skid. Just guys are dropping like flies. You saw Baker Mayfield in the sling at the end of the Sunday Night Football game against the Rams. And then you have Chicago in the NFC North, another division that you see a bunch of teams in. And right outside looking in is the Lions at 6-5, who are coming off a hell of a victory because of Jahmyr Gibbs solely by himself, almost at 300 all-purpose yards. They're another team that you're looking at that can maybe sort of sneak in. So I think these last 6 games of the season, it's going to really come down to a lot of these games, these like 5-6 games of the year. A lot of these games are going to be playoff environment type of games because every game matters at this point. Chicago being one of those teams, yeah, they're 8-3, but a lot of people looking at Chicago's schedule, you got the Eagles coming up, the 49ers are on their schedule, and you have, I think, the Packers twice on that schedule as well. So that NFC North playoff picture could be different by the time the 6-game stretch is over, just based off the fact that a lot of those teams are going to end up playing each other, Chicago being one of them, and Detroit still has to play Chicago too as well. I think the Eagles and the Rams are your like lock teams so far. Obviously, I think the Niners are going to get in because I think our schedule favors. You got who's on that? I know the Browns. Obviously, we got Shador coming. We're going to Cleveland. I think I've seen the Titans on that list. Have to play Seattle. The Colts coming up. So I think a lot of these games for these teams in the NFC, just based off of the fact that every game is going to matter. So a lot of these games down the stretch are going to feel like playoff atmosphere type of games because you could lose a game and then another team wins. You can move down a spot, and then if you slide down by losing another game again, teams could be climbing and teams could be falling at the same time. So a lot of these games coming down the stretch are going to mean a lot, and they will be potentially playoff seeding type games.